Don't call me Superman if you haven't found my kryptonite.
Well, what is going on YouTube? It is the BK Cops 360 here, and it's so damn funny because 2014, throughout the year, especially on this day, June the 12th, not this day, but on the June the 12th, sorry, 2014, I made a video. I was like, look guys, Xbox One, PS4, they're not gonna last as long as the Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 3. And I had this said in multiple videos, not just myself, a lot of different people were saying this, and you had people saying, oh, nah, bro, it's gonna last until 2018, 2019, it's gonna last just as long as the 360 and the PS3 did. Little did these people know, or little were these people so ignorant to observe or acknowledge the fact that the Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 3 were much more powerful relative to the Xbox One and the PS4 when they launched, if that makes sense. So the PS3 and the 360 were already very technically sound consoles on launch. The Xbox One and the PS4 were kind of outdated on launch. It did not take very long for these consoles to start struggling. I mean, I believe within the first few months already we're seeing games on 900p. I mean, like, it was a joke. People laughing at it. Like, don't get me wrong, the consoles, like, they were good consoles. It was a much needed upgrade, but it was not as good as everyone was saying it was. A lot of people were sucking up to the Xbox One and the PS4, specifically the PS4, saying, oh, it's the best thing ever, blah, 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 1080p, 30 FPS, woo, woo, woo. Like, I'm just taking the piss, guys. Like, I'm not bagging on consoles. Like, I own an Xbox One, but the PS4 is obviously a great console, more powerful than the Xbox One, blah, blah, blah. We're not actually getting into that. But the entire point, the entire premises of this video is the fact that we're seeing replacements for these consoles within 3 years of launch date. And of course, it's coming with the PS4 Pro. Now, Sony announced like 2 days ago or some shit that they will be launching a PlayStation 4 Pro. Now, look, people are gonna say, oh, Cobbs, it's still a PS4. It's still a PS4. Come on, give me a fucking break. Guys, don't be that dumb. This is a new console. Just because it doesn't say PS5 doesn't mean it's not a new console. 100%. This thing, what, has like doubled the performance of a PS4 or something like that? Has doubled the shading performance. It's not necessarily going to be 2x or 2 times as powerful as a PS4, but technically speaking, it has 2 times the shading power, but that is not necessarily everything. It's still got like that fucking Jaguar, it's still based on this fucking Jaguar architecture for the CPU, but I believe the GPU component is based on Polaris, which is good. So the CPU is still kind of shitty. Well, not shitty, but it's not the best. But the GPU, of course, is seeing a big upgrade, and of course the GPU is what really matters the most in a gaming console, because we are gaming here, and of course, for gaming you need graphics performance. This is very simple facts that I'm putting out to you guys. Of course, we'll have a 1TB hard drive, which is pretty good, I guess. But let's be honest, guys, games these days are like 50, 60, 70 gigs. And a lot of the time, or at least on the Xbox One, you have to install the game to the hard drive to play it, which is an even bigger pain. So we're honestly getting to the point where even 1TB of hard drive capacity isn't even enough. I'm not bagging on Sony here, like, I'm just saying it. Like, you might not even have to do the install thing on the PS4, but like, I'm just saying in general, yeah, game's getting bigger regardless. Anyway, continuing on, it's going to launch at $399, which is very good. I mean, we don't actually know how well it's going to perform, so you're going to have to wait and see if you can build a PC as powerful as it for cheaper or for the same price. You probably will be able to. I mean, $400 US, you can do quite a lot with that, so I'm not going to get into that. Let's just wait and see. But continuing on, back to the main point. Once again, the PS4 launched. Not even, as of this video, it didn't even launch 3 years ago. It's like 2 years and like 9 months or something like that the PS4 launched. These consoles couldn't even last like 2.5 years without the talk of another one coming up. I mean, it's like, it's embarrassing. Now, of course, Microsoft has gone, you know, they're saying, oh, you know, we're remaining committed to all our consoles. Like, it's a slow progression. This could be the last console generation. Blah, 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 blah. I've already made a video on that. Microsoft is essentially, like, not phasing out Xbox, but they're kind of like, they're really starting to integrate things with Windows 10 and with PC. So I think Microsoft is taking a different path to Sony in terms of that. But Sony's just like, nah, let's go. PS4 Pro, we're launching it this year. Now, this is very interesting because the PlayStation 4 Pro will obviously be competing with Xbox Scorpio, but Scorpio isn't coming out until sometime in 2017. I really hope it's not in November 2017, because that is a long way away, and Microsoft is going to lose a lot of sales if that is the case. But yeah, November 10, 2016, PS4 Pro, very, very interesting. I kind of feel bad for anyone that has bought a PS4 within the past few months, even the past year. Or, look, even if you bought a PS4 on launch, bro, come on, man, you should have known. Since you saw those consoles struggling in performance, like you had games at 900p, 60 FPS, or 1080, 30 FPS, as soon as you guys saw that, you should have immediately picked it up as a red flag, not touched the consoles, maybe bought a PC or some shit. But I guess at the same time, consoles do have exclusive games. You may have had a legitimate reason. If all of your friends are on the PS4, or if all of your friends are on Xbox One, buy a fucking PS4, buy a fucking Xbox One, because you're gonna have a lot more fun playing with your friends than playing on better graphics. Graphics are not everything. You should pretty much be doing what your friends are doing, if that makes sense, because gaming is about having fun, guys. Now, I know what I just said is a little bit contradictory, because I've been making fun of the PS4 and the Xbox One. Like, I own an Xbox One. Like, I'm making fun of something that I own. But, like, I'm just saying, like, you know, when it comes to gaming, guys, stick to what you do. I'm kind of getting off track here. Back to the actual point. This is just funny as hell. I mean, it's legit funny as hell, because people in like the past few months have spent like what, $300 to $400 on the PS4 just to have it become obsolete in 3 months time. I mean, like, it's really, really unfortunate, but I guess this PS4 Pro will allow 4K gaming. Now, of course, you're not going to have like games like The Witcher 3 or something running max settings 4K. I believe the developers will push for 4K, or maybe turn down the settings, or they'll push for 1080 and actually be able to get 60 FPS. Now, jokes. They'll obviously be able to get 60 FPS, hopefully, in most games. Turn up the visual settings, like, it'll look better. It's essentially a new console, guys. Like, I get the whole PS4 games will work on the PS4 Pro, but this is, they even say, look, we're gonna have our PS4 games look better or whatever on the PS4 Pro. It's exactly the same as having an Xbox One launch and an Xbox 360 and saying, oh, look, this game that's also gonna be on the Xbox 360 is gonna look better on the Xbox One. It's the exact same shit. Just because it still has the 4 in PlayStation doesn't mean it's something not something new. It is something new. It's something different, and that's just what it is, guys. So look, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. This was more of a screw around video. This wasn't really an unveiling of the PS4 Pro or an unveiling of Scorpio. Pretty much just some light talk about the PS4 Pro, the Xbox One, and how they suck dick. No, not joking. And how they just didn't last as long as people thought they would, which is something that many have been saying for the past 3 years. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Are you gonna buy a PS4 Pro? Are you gonna buy an Xbox One Scorpio? At the moment, the Xbox One Scorpio is looking to be more powerful than the PS4 Pro, which could be very, very interesting. I mean, I can't wait. This is gonna be another like mini console war coming up soon, guys. Only 3 years since the last one started, and we're having a new one coming very, very soon. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And the Big K will see you later.